talk my shit about Obama, man. You know, what dude talking about, man? We had Obama out there today. He did one of them little interviews for Kamala Harris. He was talking all that shit at one of those meetings. And he was really wild and talking about black people need to vote and do all this shit. And, you know, black people got really like, some black people, namely people like me, got, you know, little questions for her, you know what I'm saying? And don't want to just vote off, you know, a threat of not fitting in or not being down because at the end of the day, we've been doing that. Like we did that with Obama. We voted for bro, and then he didn't do nothing for black people. So now he's saying go vote for her, and it's like, what is this dude talking about? It's actually sad that you know, but is it sad though? I mean, I guess that's their job. He's supposed to go out there and rep for his people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that, bro. Supposed to be our president from back in the day. But and then you know the idea is that getting black people to vote for her is the idea that she's supposed to be some kind of black person, and that's the real silly part about it. Just keep it 100, and people actually probably like her. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the Washington Examiner, and they breaking down what he said about black people, what he said to black people. Obama's stern words to a group of young black men during a Pittsburgh appearance Thursday haven't quite gotten the response he was looking for. A duh. We voted for you and gave you that chance to be that person to do that change. And it seemed like everybody else who they have lined up, he's gung ho to push them. And I know that's his gig, but it's like you ain't looking at your constituents and knowing how smart or intelligent we've become over the time. You're just looking at us like we're supposed to do what you say, or, you know, the whole democratic, we black, banana neglect, you know what I'm saying? We know what's going on at this point. And I don't think black people going to vote for that lady. I don't. And so he said, I think my ancestors fought far too hard for my right to vote in this country. First of all, your ancestors wasn't even there, bro. You from Nigeria.
Did you eat a piece of fish?
Not yet. It's only two.
Oh.
You can have one. I think my ancestors fought too hard for my right to vote in this country. For me to support someone just because they look like me, especially when, okay, there's somebody else. When the person who looked like me doesn't give a damn. C.J. Pearson, who heads the RNC Young Advisory, cool, okay. My name is P.J. Pearson. Somebody giving that. So then they want to hear, I'm hearing what they said. Obama told the black man considering a vote for Donald Trump presidency was not acceptable, as he's part of the hesitancy was because they just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And that's another trick. It's trying to say that the black man just is having a weird feeling about of having a woman president, and that's not true. The reality of it is America is going to have that feeling. Because when it comes down to war, who's going to trust a woman to actually lead that? Who's going to trust a woman to lead us? You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't seem like that's going to be something he can lean on. So, and somebody asked a quick question. They said, "Why are black men being belittled in no other ways than any other group is?" And that's a perfect point because you would never hear Obama singling out another group of people, saying, "Yo, Hispanic men, why aren't you voting? Asian men, why aren't you voting?" They would never do nothing like that. But then the idea is that they could just call out black men and call us and treat us any kind of way to try to corral us or rein us in to go and vote in a direction is dumb. Black men and black women do not vote much differently. It's much wrong to single out black men and black women. Yeah, that's another thing they're doing is singling us out, trying to make it seem like, oh, only black men are the ones that's not on board. So if something happened where she don't win, we'll just go ahead and blame black men again because this is the same old rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? They do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and so to say former Republican Georgia State Representative Vernon Johnson, he said that to Obama comments, he was treating black men as if we are stupid, that we can't vote for our own self-interest. What's best for us, our pocketbook, our families, and if we've been immune to the past 3.5 years, as if we don't know that gas prices have been higher under Kamala Harris, food prices under Kamala Harris, interest rates and mortgage under Kamala Harris, and runaway borders under Kamala Harris. And that's the facts too. So it's like, okay, so we're supposed to go ahead and just let her be back in the game and be in the actual presidency, but she is already in the presidency, and you can see what the fuck she's up to, and it ain't up to shit. And then it's supposed to be your buddy, old boy. He just basically gonna sit on the sideline and play old man. I bet you if she become the president, he gonna be jumping back on his game. He gonna see like he was never down and out. He gonna be making sure he making moves and shit like that. So I don't like that. And here with Vernon Johnson continue on the tweet, and for him to want to come down from his mansion in Martha's Vineyard and tell black men he should vote. You don't even live in Chicago anymore. You left your black community, Barack Obama, and you want to tell us how to vote? We're not having that. I agree. It's almost like Obama, get your goop, bro. If you don't get your lame ass out of here, you basically bounced off the back of black people in Chicago and left the neighborhoods in the city in a ramble and a shamble. You left Rahm Emanuel in the city, who ran it down even further, like y'all had a plan. And then you ain't been back. So, dude, you can't talk to us like that, man. I can't wait to see that lady lose, man. First of all, she's not a black woman, and she represents herself as a Asian woman, and that's the facts. And the fact that you're an Asian woman, ain't nobody finna go back on that. We can't make you black because you feel like it. Ain't nobody rocking like that. And ain't nobody saying that that's an automatic vote for Trump, but it's definitely a no for the person that they chose for the presidential side. It's a definite no. I can't see anybody voting for that lady. It's comedy. It's like, who's gonna waste their time? She's basically not important. And they basically gave her the election, and she can't even stand down. But I guess that chameleon that they like, the person that try to act like they could be everybody's friend or connect with everybody across America, that did work this time with black people. And prior to this, you had old boy Biden claiming that he was going to have black people in back, and he was going to do all this stuff, and he made sure he did not do none of it. Namely, and most importantly, that lady went up there and said, I'm not going to do nothing specifically for black people. Take a look at my hair. Take a look at my face. I'm a black people. You can't have nothing from me if you already said that openly to the whole world. You can't get nothing from me. So a vote is what you want. The answer is no. And it's going to continue to be no, because I get it. You said I'm not going to do nothing specifically that's going to affect black people. Okay, cool. Thanks for telling me. So now when it comes down to a vote, I get to say I'm not going to do nothing specifically that's going to help you. So if you win, it'll be from some other area, but it won't be from me, because I know that you're not gonna do nothing specifically to help me. So that means goodbye, Miss Kamala and Obama. You just a clown, my brother. You want to be in a clown jacket, and you wore it. You wanted us to wear it to come out there and vote for that lady, and we're gonna show you what we think about people like you who get to pop out there and just think that you could just tell us how to live, even though we ain't even around you and talk to you. You ain't even swinging through Chicago doing no kind of thing. They actually building a nice little library for him, so I'm sure he's gonna come to Chicago. But you have to be talking to us prior to just telling us to go vote for somebody that hasn't even come down. Where's her interviews? Where's the moments when she come down and talk to black people and give us a moment to see that she's somebody who we should care about? What she got to say? She stays in the ivory tower and stays separate. And the fact that a woman can't be the president is crazy. But a woman who faking like she black but got a white husband, she cannot be the president for black people. It's not gonna work. That lady is gonna sound stupid trying to be the president. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So here's another thing that Obama said in that speech. He said, let me pause this so it don't make no sound. It says, freaking ass commercial. Get out of here, commercial. It said, here it is, right here. Where it go again? I scared too far. It said, you're coming up, Obama said, I think this is point. You're coming up with all kind of reasons and excuses. I got a problem with that, he said, because part of it makes me think, I'm speaking to men directly, part of it makes me think that, well, you just feeling the idea of not, you are You just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman president, and you're coming up with alternatives, other alternatives, and other reasons for that. That's stupid. But he didn't really go too far than that. But it looked like he was really dumb because who's listening to him? It's almost sad. It's almost sad that our old president could come out here and think he could talk to black people. But this ain't his first time doing it. When he did the election with old girl who lost, what's her lady name? Hillary. He did the same thing. He came out and was like, "You, I'm looking at this as you don't you disrespect my legacy if you don't vote for her." It's like, what, bro? You put everything on the line for her. Like, why would you even talk like that? And people made sure that they did not vote for her. She lost. So I think that them coming up with a whole nother candidacy, and it's another female, and it's a female that's not even somebody who people care about or interest in. It's too many people that they overlook. And like I said, I think that when she made that statement, which was on Breakfast Club, which is like a hip hop station, she said, "I'm not going to do nothing specifically for black people." Right on our hip hop station, she said that. And it was like, whoa, they went and found her and made her be the damn vice president. I said, the Democrats, wow. Y'all heard her say that. Then you went and found her and said, yo, you be the VP? Wow. So you letting us know. The woman who says she ain't gonna do nothing for black people, that's the kind of chick we need. So the Democrats was already speaking at that point. And then when she became the president, she didn't really kick it around no black people and come out there and really do nothing heavy. And one of the first things she did as the VP is help get some law passed for her people. And that's in the records. So there you go. She did something specifically for the people who she was a background. So when it comes to doing something specifically for black people, that's why she said she wouldn't, because she's not black. She's not has no connection to us. She knows that. So when he said, "Can you do? Are you gonna do something specifically? Are you gonna do something for black people?" She said, "I'm not doing anything specifically for black people because whatever I do is gonna help everybody." What? If you give LGBT bathrooms to some group of people, then how the fuck that's gonna help everybody? If you give women abortion rights, how the fuck that's gonna help everybody? No, what's done is done specifically for people. And you said you're not gonna do nothing specifically for us. And they picked her and found her to make her be the VP. Now, out of all of them billions of people on the planet, they actually picked her to be the president-elect or the president candidate. So it's like, well, you already making your statement. Black people already talk amongst ourselves, especially with the podcast world and all that. And so if y'all making conversations, we making conversations. And if you rely on the vote, that's exactly the kind of shit we want you to do. Rely on something so we can say, get the fuck out of here. We wish we would. So I wanted them kind of black people. Ain't no way in hell I'll vote for some lady like that. And that don't mean Trump get a vote, but Trump got less of a burden than somebody like her because she jumped out the window saying she was black. So we are looking at, well, which lady? Her. And so other than anything that she got is a little brown skin and her hair different, that's it. Okay, but then you look at her past videos and she represents her hometown, her home country. She represents those people because that's what she is. Southern India. You know what I'm saying? So whatever her world is, that's nothing. I ain't dissing it. It's beautiful people from there. Shit, she probably a nice person if you get to know her. But when you come out and say you black, then it's like we all have a criteria that we expect you to come across as. And if you're just not going to do that, which Obama did, he tricked us. We let him rock with us. We was like, okay, Nigerian, I ain't nothing wrong with that. Come on, people got Nigerian friends, got friends that's from different countries that we fuck with. But then he, you know what I'm saying, didn't really do nothing for black people. But then he came around with the second run, second effect. We did him another vote up. Boom, still didn't do shit. It's like, damn, my man, you just gonna be the president twice and then do shit for niggas? All right, you got us. But then when old girl came out, that's why we black people showed our ass and was like, Hillary ain't finna get across, no way. And then they pushed old boy in there. You know they stole that from Trump and pushed old boy in there, Biden. They pushed him in there so phonily, he can't even be the president 4 years later. That's how fake it was. It was like they just threw a person in there. He wasn't supposed to be no damn president. He wasn't even ready for no shit like that. They faked old boy Trump out. But they got control. They have power, so they can do a lot of what, and a lot of those kind of those political people got power, but we got power too as citizens. And so voting for Kamala Harris is a fucking waste of time. And the fact that she had to lie about being black shows you that she's gonna lie about every fucking thing else that comes down the pipeline. The fact that she had to lie about her record and what she was being as the fucking state attorney in over there in San Francisco and California, that show you how she gonna kick it when it come down to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she went to a black college. So what? They let any fucking body into college. But the fact that she did what she do and she don't really represent us and come talk to us as black people to make us feel like that, or even just apologize for even saying what she said about I'm not gonna do nothing specifically for black people. You could say that on an open conversation and never even apologize for it. You need to be next door to Diddy. She need to be next door to Diddy. That's all I can imagine. All right, peace.